For more updates, subscribe to our channel.
Hello everyone, welcome to My Dreams Academy. This is a electrical engineering paper, that is ESET 2020 from Telangana. Which of the following is not a part of electric distribution? Okay, so options are feeder, distributor, optical fiber, and the next one is service mains. So we have a feeder in a distribution system and also distributor and also service mains, but optical fiber is not there in the distribution system. Okay, so option C is correct for this one. Next question, which of the following type of wiring is used for purely temporarily installations? So concealed conduit wiring is a permanent, and surface conduit is also permanent. Wood casing capping is also permanent, but cleat wiring will use for temporarily wiring. Okay, so this is what question number 72. Now we are going to see question number 73, distribution transformer. So all about distribution transformer, we have two types of transformer. One is power transformer, another one is distributed transformer. In the distributed transformer, the primary side is delta connected, but the secondary side is star connected. Why we are using star connected in the secondary side? Because we need a neutral wire. So because of that, so we will use secondary side star connection. Okay. There is no neutral wire in the delta connection. So I'll read the options. In a distribution transformer, the primary winding is star connected and the secondary winding is delta connected. This is wrong. And the next one, both primary and secondary windings are delta connected. This is also wrong. And C, the primary winding is delta connected and the secondary winding is star connected. This is correct. 73, C is correct answer. Next one, 74, the function of choke and starter in the tube light circuit. Okay, in the tube light circuit, what is the function of choke and starter? So generally it creates the high voltage. It creates high voltage at starting condition. So I'll read the options. Option A, create a high voltage across the tube during the starting. This is only correct. So 74 A, option A is correct. It will create the high voltage during the starting. Next, 75 question. 75, that is generated voltage is transmitted to the transmission line after stepping up the voltage. So that why we need to step up the voltages? Generally the generated voltage is 11 kV, but the transmitted voltage is so 132 kV, it may be 132 kV, it may be 440 kV, it may be 765 kV. Why we need to step up the voltages in order to reduce the losses? Sir, how we can able to reduce the losses? See, the power in the transmission, that is P is equals to root 3 VL IL cos pi. Okay, so from this I can able to write IL value, that is P by root 3 VL cos pi. If I take power as a constant, if I keep on increasing the voltage values, the current values reduces. Okay, so the losses in the transmission line can be defined like this: PL is equals to 3I square R. So if I increase the voltage value, current values reduces. If the current value reduces, power loss also reduces. So I would like to increase the voltages to reduce the losses. So I'll read the options. Option A, that is voltage drop in a transmission line is reduced. For the square power transmitted, the current flow through the lines is reduced. Voltage drop, it is all about voltage drop. This is wrong. Next one, that is thereby reducing the transmission losses. Yes, it is correct. The transmission losses will reduce if I increase the voltage value. Okay, option C, that is transmission line are kept far away from the ground level. This is wrong. And next one, large amount of power could be transmitted. This is also wrong. And next one, 76th, most of the faults on overhead system is, generally the faults are two types, that is open circuit fault and next one is short circuit faults. The open circuit faults are if we disconnect the conductors like this will become open circuit faults. Now coming to the short circuit faults, the short circuit faults are so symmetrical faults and unsymmetrical faults. Symmetrical faults, three phase faults, that is line to line fault or a line to ground fault. These two are comes under symmetrical faults. Now unsymmetrical faults, that is line to ground fault, line to line fault, line to ground fault. So the most common, most frequent fault is line to ground faults. So total faults are 7. If I consider total faults are 100%, so the occurrence of line to ground fault is 70%. Okay, less frequent fault, okay, less frequent faults are three phase faults, very less frequent. Okay, so this is what about question number 76. So the options are single line to ground fault, double line to ground fault, line to line faults. Next one is three phase fault. So option A is correct, that is line to ground fault. 70% of 100%, right? So next question, that is 77 question. When a single line to ground fault happened in the system. Generally, this is three phase system. This is phase A, phase B, phase C. So when a single line to ground fault happen, let us consider this is grounded. This is called line to ground fault or a single line to ground fault. Okay, right. A single line to earth fault occurs on an ungrounded neutral system. So there is no grounding. Okay, there is no grounding. The voltage of healthy phases rises from their normal phase voltages to their normal phase voltages too. So what will happen when a single line to earth fault occurs on an ungrounded neutral system? So the voltages of healthy phases rises to their phase voltage. It will rise this phase voltage to line voltage. So which option is correct? Option B is correct. Option B is correct. Next one, single line to earth fault occur solidly grounded system. If it is grounded with a solidly, then what happened? So the voltage of a C phase, that is VCN, and the voltage of a phase voltage, that is VBN. What happened to the other phases? The other phases does not change. The phase voltage will be phase voltage only. But if it is ungrounded system, the other two phases will rises to their voltage to line voltages, phase voltage to line voltage. If it is grounded, phase voltage will be phase voltages only. Okay, and the next question, that is 79th question. In equipment grounding, the enclosure is connected to. So if you want to ground some equipment, we need to connect that to ground wire. We need to connect it to one wire. That wire is called ground wire. Next question, 80th question. The college laboratories, which type of transformer will use? Generally we'll have a transformers like this, core type transformer, shell type transformer, okay, star delta, delta star transformers. Generally we'll use shell type transformer in the normal usages because it has very less maintenance and leakage flux is also very less. So we'll use shell type transformer in the normal usages, that is called laboratories. Okay, this is what question number 71 to 80 questions. Transformer will use shell type transformer in the laboratories. So this is what about question number 71 to 80 questions. Please do subscribe to My Dreams Academy for the more videos, and we'll have one app, that is My Dreams Academy app. Go to Google Play Store, download from it for more information regarding AE examination or sub-engineer examination or ESET examination or MSET or NEET examinations. Okay, thank you all.